All right, Ryan. So what would you say is one of the biggest marketing mistakes that apparel brand owners are making these days?
They're not doing enough.
Not enough what?
They're not doing enough social media.
Okay, so social media specific marketing.
Yes.
You gotta just start your brand.
The term marketing now used to be billboards and bus stops and, Google ads and things back when we started brands.
Yep.
And now it's just 100% social media. Now it's Instagram, it's TikTok, it's YouTube, it's YouTube Shorts, Facebook still, just depending on your demographic, and even Facebook's still a gigantic company. Should not do it. Snapchat, and then whatever the next new cool thing is that comes out that everybody hops on, brands all have to be involved in that, social media wise, 7 days a week.
So these days it really comes down to you have to become an expert at digital marketing focused on social media. And that's really the main job or the main hat that a brand owner can wear these days, other than design and development, right?
Yeah. And don't just focus on one. As soon as you focused on one, you get good at it, but then you left all of your eggs in that one basket. In the event that your account gets hacked,
yep.
I mean, so
or the algorithm changes.
Yeah, we have over 150 brands that we manufacture for, and we've seen over the last couple of years now brands who are on just Instagram or brands who are on just Facebook or on. Almost all of them have been hacked at one point or another. And as soon as that happens, their sales drop off to nothing because your account gets hacked and you have to wait for that company, Instagram, or to get your account back and hope that they replace all of your followers that you had or all your content. You may also run afoul of something somebody says is copyrighted or whatever. Even if you're drawing it on your own, there could be any number of reasons why one morning you wake up and your account's gone. And so that's where you want to spread yourself out. Sure, you should be good at Instagram, but you've also now got to be good at all the other platforms that we mentioned.
Okay, so let's talk for a second about the differences between the platforms, right? And which ones are good for what. And we've been doing a lot of research on this over the last 6 to 8 months, especially, right?
Sure.
And so what you've got right now is let's take the big three. So you've got TikTok, you've got Instagram, and you've got YouTube, right? So TikTok right now is phenomenal for discovery, right? When you're trying to reach new potential customers for your brand, right? Because the TikTok algorithm is very friendly to organic virality, right? You can have a video that you don't have very many followers on TikTok, but the TikTok algorithm may deem your content as very interesting and push it out to a large number of people, right? And so TikTok is great for discovery.
Sure. TikTok, let's talk about each one a little more. TikTok's algorithm is changing though every week.
Yes.
Like we've seen it in our own channel where we had videos that were getting 1 million views, and then we had videos that were getting 50,000 views, and then we had videos that were getting 5,000 views, then we had videos getting 500, and now we're getting like 100 views. So
you remember what that cliff was, right? It was like 6 or 8 months ago when TikTok all of a sudden started to advertise to creators that you could pay for more views.
Sure.
Yes. So as soon as TikTok started to pay the opportunity for creators to pay to get their content shown to more people, pay to promote their content, then that naturally starts to dip the effectiveness of organic virality. Yes. Because now TikTok is
things that go viral. They want you to pay to show your
correct. So TikTok is now incentivized to show more content from creators who are paying to promote, and they are de-incentivized from showing organic viral content because they simply aren't being paid for it. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. Well, it's hard to stay consistent on TikTok.
Yeah.
I guess that's one of the we are struggling ourselves to just stay consistent and have good viewership of our videos.
Right. So TikTok is ever changing, right? But it's been great for discovery.
And it seems like maybe a lot of what's on TikTok too is people who are pushing, because everybody realizes that it's so changing so much, that they're pushing people to go to YouTube and pushing people to go like us on IG and stuff, because everybody else has experienced the same thing, which is just massive fall offs or massive inconsistency.
Right.
And TikTok would do well to maybe rein in the inconsistency in order to keep creators around.
Right. And so the next one,
That's going to bring us into
Instagram. Yeah. Let's talk about Instagram for a second, because Instagram, up until about 6 months ago, Instagram was really, really good for community, right? So once you've established, you've sort of got a funnel of, TikTok or wherever you're getting your views from, that you're then funneling to Instagram to then build the community of your followers, and then using the Instagram platform, the videos, the image content and that kind of stuff to create community in your followers. And what's been happening now, though, is with Instagram Reels that they dropped, I think it's been almost about a year now that Instagram's been really pushing Reels. They're trying to compete with TikTok, because that short form content is what has made TikTok just the beast of a platform that it is. And so Instagram is going, okay, well, Instagram right now is kind of where TikTok was like 2 or 3 years ago, when they were first starting to grow the consumption of the content on the platform. And Instagram right now is being very friendly to organic virality.
Yes.
With Reels.
Yes.
Where
we have, like, for example, back to TikTok, we have 50,000 followers on TikTok, but when we put out a video and 50 people see it, that's really bad.
correct.
When we have 3,000 or 4,000 followers on Instagram, and then it goes out to 500 or 1,000 people, that's a relatively solid number compared to the number of. And then we have videos that go viral that go to 30 or 40,000 people, and we're all excited about that because we get lots of new followers and things, people who see the video. Instagram has been a lot more consistent,
Right.
as far as pushing out to our followers and making sure that the people who have been like, yeah, I want to follow them, are now also seeing the things that we're putting out daily in their feeds.
Right. And
Whereas TikTok is just ignoring that.
yeah. And so Instagram is a great place to create community, but also to convert sales. A lot of our most successful brands are using targeted advertising through Instagram.
Yeah.
And
many of our brands
are doing it, and it's being very successful because Instagram's algorithm is phenomenal at targeting people who follow you and people who are like the people who follow you.
Yeah.
And so they're likely to want to see advertisements from you. Instagram, because it's owned by Facebook, well, Meta now, also has what's called the Facebook Ads Manager, right?
Yeah.
And so using the Facebook Ads Manager, you can get down into the minutia, the 1 foot level stuff where you're targeting different ads and you're split testing and you're doing a whole bunch of really cool, interesting stuff that the Facebook Ads Manager is amazing at. Even if you're not doing it on Facebook, you're using the Ads Manager to do it through Instagram. And you're able to get a ton of amazing metrics and reporting and stuff like that through Instagram that right now TikTok is still very much lacking in. And so the actual ability of you to build a community on Instagram and then advertise effectively to that community and convert into sales is really where the benefit of Instagram is over some of the other platforms, right?
I hope some of these things don't change. But businesses are slow to change. And
it's tough.
Yeah, we don't want the algorithms changing every few weeks or months, because we put resources in, we tell our clients to put resources in, and so hopefully Facebook and or Instagram and TikTok slow down the algorithm changes so that things can be consistent for a while.
Look, hopefully that's the case, but realistically, probably not. I mean, because it's in the exact opposite interest of the platforms to continue to update the algorithm, because they don't want people to be hacking the algorithm, because then the control is not in their hands anymore.
Sure.
It's in the hands of the content creators, and that's how things go off the rails for the platforms. So really it's about just trying to understand sort of the longer term arcs of how the algorithms are being changed and updated and evolving by the platforms in order to try and understand how you can sort of best flow with it and go, okay, well, this is, you got to kind of forecast a little bit and try and look at where we've been to try and determine where things are kind of going. And then the third platform being YouTube. I mean, YouTube is kind of now, with YouTube Shorts, is also trying to get into the short form content game.
Yeah.
And the great thing about YouTube, though, is that YouTube's monetization is for creators is much, much, much better than TikTok and what's non-existent for Instagram, right? Yeah. So YouTube, your ability to actually monetize your content on YouTube is where the real value in YouTube is right now. Because you can monetize your views in a way that through YouTube that can be very profitable. You can also do ad partnerships and brand partnerships with other brands that are wanting to also sort of ride the wave of your viewership. They pay you to do a sponsored video and stuff like that. And with YouTube Shorts, they are starting to draw eyes from the TikTok short form content and the Instagram Reels short form content to the point where, I mean, YouTube is over the next, I mean, we've been saying it forever, right? Video content is the only thing that's never going away. And long form content is just getting more and more interesting on YouTube. And you've got channels that are getting views like network television got 15, 20 years ago, with much smaller teams, and just able to monetize the actual YouTube platform. So as far as like an apparel brand owner, though, if your goal is to monetize content, you're going to want to try and do that through YouTube. If your goal is to sell product, like sell t-shirts and sell hoodies and sell, items for your brand, the best place to do that is through Instagram, where you're building a community of followers on Instagram and then targeting ads to your followers and people like your followers to convert into actual sales. And then TikTok is great for discovering new, at potentially large volumes, new people that you can then sort of funnel into your Instagram. And Instagram is even becoming pretty good at that also with its virality of Reels.
Excellent. Well, we are Mark and Ryan. We're the owners of T-Shirt Storm. If you would like to see more of our content, please like and subscribe. We are putting out new videos all the time about print on demand and growing your own brand.